Hi guys and gals. Today let's spend some time trying to relax, trying to focus on our breathing, along with getting some good stretching in. You can also call this yoga, but you don't have to. It could also just be relaxing and stretching. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is kind of focus in on our breathing and the type of breathing that we are doing. So you can stay sitting up with good posture for this next activity, or you can lie down. I'm going to lie down on my back with my hands on my side. You can close your eyes if you like. Just start to focus in on your breathing. Nice, slow, deep inhale. And then a slow, deep exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now place your hands gently on your belly. And on your next inhale, you should feel your belly rise. And on your exhale, you should feel your belly fall. Sometimes we prefer to breathe with our chest only, instead of getting all of our air down into our diaphragm. So we want to make sure during this stretching session that we are feeling our belly rise on our inhale and fall on our exhale. So do that a couple more times. Now slowly open your eyes. And then slowly push yourself up into a sitting position. Our next section, we'll do our warm-up, along with starting to hold some of those stretching poses. Alright guys and gals, go ahead and stand on up with me. We're going to step to the front side of our working area. Make sure that you have enough room to go into a high plank. If you have a cloth belt, you can use that for some moves today. And if you have a yoga block or a book, you can grab that. If not, no worries. We can go ahead and maneuver without those. So we're going to stand with our feet together. Our hands are going to come to the center. And we're just going to inhale our arms up. And then exhale into a forward bend. Inhale so your back raises up just a little bit to a flat back. And then exhale all the way down. Place your hands on the ground, bend your knees, and step back into a high plank. From here, you're going to push your body weight back. And then kind of dip your head really close to the ground as you lean forward and curl your chest upwards. Chaturanga into an upward facing dog. Notice that my thighs are not touching the ground. If this is too much for you, you can rest your legs on the ground. From here, you're going to inhale and then exhale, pushing your seat bone back, driving your ankles to the ground, and then driving your shoulders towards your ankles. Inhale. Exhale back to the high plank. Step those feet in. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale them back down. We're going to do that sequence 2 more times to warm up. Inhale up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale all the way down. Stepping each foot back into your high plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, up into the upward dog. Inhale, exhale, pushing back into your downward dog. Heels to the ground, shoulders towards your ankles. Inhale, exhale, back to that high plank. Step in, inhale your arms up. And exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands all the way down. Step back to that high plank. Chaturanga, upward dog. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back. Downward dog. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, back to that high plank. Step those feet in. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale all the way down. Your body should be feeling warm right now. We've got some good blood flow going. So now we'll move into some of those static poses. So from a stand, place your feet together. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, dropping one arm and just kind of doing a side bend over to the other side. You can look up into the eye of your elbow if you'd like. Nice slow deep breaths. Then inhale. Exhale, both arms up. Inhale again. And then exhale over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, both arms up. One more inhale. With control, exhale, lower those arms back down. Let's do a nice balance pose that everyone knows about, the tree pose. Okay? No need to kind of be dramatic about your loss of balance. All you need to do, if you lose your balance, is put your foot down. Regain your balance and come back into the pose. I'll try to give you some challenging levels as we go. So find a good balance and like a rooting in your foot. Make sure it's nice and balanced on the ground. Then you're going to take your other foot and place it anywhere on the inside of that straight leg. You could be down at your calf muscle, that's okay. If you can go to your knee, that's great. And if you can go higher, that's okay too. You do want to be pushing that knee outwards, so make sure your knee is not coming out to the front like this. That is not correct. Push it out to the side. Then you can bring your hands to the center if it helps you to balance. Another option is to bring both hands up to the sky. And if you'd like a balance challenge, you can take your gaze and you can look upwards. You might feel a little bit of rocking. Squeeze the glute in that standing leg, and it'll help you kind of maintain that balance. Take another couple deep breaths. Then inhale. Exhale with control. Go ahead and lower the hands, lower the foot. Then find that balance on the other foot. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bringing that foot upwards to a comfortable position for you. And then choose your hand position, whatever you would like to do. And then just breathe. And then inhale, and exhale with control. Go ahead and lower out of that pose. Let's move into some sequences. Step to the front of your working space. You're going to take one foot and you're going to step it back. And then come down into a lunge position with a straight back leg. Take some nice deep breaths in this first position. Moving into our second position, you're going to take your back foot and you're going to turn it sideways so it's flatter onto the ground. Take your arms and open them up. You should not be twisted in this position. Okay, so make sure that your hips and your shoulders are facing the same direction. Try to keep that front leg bent. If it becomes too much, you can go ahead and kind of straighten out that leg for a rest. Then when you're ready, come back down. On your next inhale, you're going to exhale, leaning back, gently placing your back arm on that back leg, bringing your gaze upwards. And then inhale, exhale, bringing it back to the second pose. Inhale, exhale, bringing it back to our first pose. Inhale, exhale, bringing that back foot in, keeping two bent legs. Moving into chair pose. Weight is in your heels. Try to keep your biceps near your ears. You should feel this in your quads. And then when you're ready, inhale. And then exhale, stepping that other foot back into that straight leg lunge. Couple deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, opening up those arms and dropping them. Turning and dropping your back foot. Keeping the front leg bent. Gaze is still forward. And then inhale. Exhale, leaning backwards, gently placing that back arm on the back leg. Gazing upwards. Inhale. Exhale back into that second position. Inhale. Exhale back to position 1. And then inhale. Exhale, stepping forward to a stand. Let's do one more standing pose. Take your feet, bring them pretty wide. If you have a block or a book or something, because you know you're not that flexible, you can use it during this move. If not, I'll give you alternatives. You're going to take one foot and you're going to turn it away in the opposite direction. Then you take your block, if you have one, and put it right on the instep. Inhale your arms up out to the side. Exhale, reaching forward towards that foot, pointing in that opposite direction as far as you can. When you can't go anymore, you're going to lower it down and try to open up your chest, and that arm comes straight up in the air. If you need something to balance on, if you don't have a block, you can rest on your shin. Or if you're a little bit higher, that's okay too. If you're really flexible, you can come down to the ground. Pick a spot, a position that feels good for you. And then inhale. Exhale, with good control, you're going to raise back up. You're going to switch your feet. So now this foot is going to be pointing forwards. And I'm going to bring my other foot to point in the opposite direction. Adjust your block if you have one and you need it. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward and then dropping into the pose. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Try to make sure your arm is not falling too far behind you. Then inhale. With control on your exhale, come on up to a stand. Great job. For our next section, we're going to be on the ground. So find your way down to the ground with me. And the first pose we'll do, you'll commonly hear referred to as butterfly pose. So go ahead and put your feet together as close to your body as you can. It's okay if you're a little bit farther out. It's whatever makes you feel comfortable. Then go ahead and start to kind of gently work your knees down as close to the ground as you can, remembering to sit upright. Do not lean forward because then we can't get good breathing happening. So make sure that you're sitting straight up. From here, if you'd like a little ankle stretch, then you can take your feet and gently open them like they are a book. And that might also intensify the stretch in your legs as well. Stay here and take a couple deep breaths. Excellent job. Now go ahead and take one of your legs and you're going to straighten it straight out in front of you. We'll do a little hamstring stretch. The other foot's going to remain bent on the inside of that thigh. If you are not too flexible and you'll need a little assistance, this is where that belt can come in handy. You can take that and put it around your foot, and you're going to inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to gently start to pull your chest down to your thigh. For those of you who have very good flexibility, this could be a time where you take a block or a book and you place it on the outside of your foot on the bottom. That way it encourages you to reach farther than your foot. So go ahead and find a good position. And just take some nice, slow, deep breaths. And inhale, exhale, and come on and sit up. Keeping your legs exactly the way they are. I'm going to give you a little level up, okay? Take that foot that is bent, and you're going to place your ankle of that leg above your kneecap. And then repeat. Inhale, exhale, and go ahead and reach forward. You might feel a difference here, because now we're forcing your hamstring to not bend up at all. Just take another deep breath here. Then go ahead, inhale, and exhale, and sit on up. Let's switch legs. Nice straight posture. Inhale, and then exhale, leading with that chest, not your head. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, sit up. Let's try that level up. Take the ankle of the bent foot. Place it above that kneecap. Sit it straight. Inhale. And then exhale forward. Then inhale. And exhale to sit up. We're going to come onto our bellies. Lying flat on your belly, take your hands and place them just in front of your shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale and gently start to straighten those arms as far as you can. If you prefer to be down here, that's okay. You can stay on your forearms, or you can come all the way up. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look straight on. Look down. Look straight. Then one more time to your left. To your right. Nice and slow. Straight on. And then slowly lengthening your spine as you do so. Lower yourself to the ground. Think about really lengthening your spine here. From here, let's go back into that downward dog position. So you're going to push your sit bone back to the back end of the room there. Drive your heels to the ground. Drive your shoulders towards your ankles. And let's walk the dog a bit. So go ahead and bend your left leg, keeping your right leg straight, focusing just on that straight right leg. And switch, bending your right. And switch. And switch. Then straighten both, driving both of your heels to the ground. Inhale. And exhale, you're going to gently lower your knees to the ground, adjusting your hands under your shoulders, coming into a nice tabletop position. I want you to inhale and arch your back up like a scared cat, working your spine a little bit. Exhale, sinking your back as low as you can. Your gaze comes forward. Inhale, arching your back up. Exhaling it down. One more time, inhale up. And exhaling down. Excellent. From here, back to neutral spine. You're going to take your legs and you're going to place them as wide as you can. You're going to make sure that your feet and your ankles are directly behind your knees. Try your best not to let them cave in. You'll lose the stretch a little bit. From here, I want you just to kind of place your elbows on the ground, come to your forearms. See if you can go a little wider with those knees. And then when you're ready, gently start to push your rear end backwards. And that'll intensify the stretch for you. If it's too much, just come forward. Do not come straight up out of this pose. Find that good stretch and breathe. Then inhale. On your exhale, come forward onto your belly. And then you're going to push yourself up into a kneeling position. From here, we're going to move to pigeon. You're going to take one of your legs and you're going to place it out in front of you and kind of sideways. Then you're going to take that back leg and you're just going to slide it back into a comfortable position. We're going to be stretching the hip of the bent leg. So when you're ready, you can come down to your forearms. If you're not feeling it, try to get that back leg a little bit more to the other side. Or try to get that foot that's in front a little farther away from you. Then take a few deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, and then slowly roll onto your side. We're going to switch legs. I'll show you a different angle. So remember, come to your kneel. Your other foot's going to come out in front of you. Then you're just going to shift forward, Slide that back leg as far as you can. Make some minor adjustments to feel that stretch a little bit better. And then when you're ready, come on down to those forearms and breathe. And then inhale, and then exhale, rolling off to the side. Bring both your feet out in front of you. Take one of your legs and you're going to cross it on the other one. You're going to make sure your foot is flexed, which means your toes are going to be pointing to the sky the entire time. Then you're going to move that other foot as close as you can, while pushing this knee away from you. And you're going to feel that stretch come down into your glutes, right down your leg and your hip area. If you'd like a different position for this pose, you can also do the one where you lie back and go ahead and reach through and then pull it in a little closer. So go ahead and pick your pose on this one. Inhale. Exhale and release that leg. Come back up to a sitting position. Cross your other leg. Toes to the sky. Pushing this knee away from me as I draw that other foot a little closer. If you feel good here, stay here. If you'd like to lay back into the pose, go ahead and do so. Inhale. Exhale, releasing that foot, staying on your back this time. I want you to bring your knees into your chest and hug yourself into a little ball. Then take your right leg, straighten it out. Then take that left knee, and I want you to twist it down to the opposite side, keeping your left shoulder on the ground. So your knee doesn't have to touch the ground. We're just going to do a little bit of a spinal twist. Try to relax those shoulders down and away from your neck. Inhale. Exhale and hug both knees into the center. And then go ahead and switch sides, your right knee being hugged in. Draw that right arm out. And then when you're ready, spinal twist. Leaving that right shoulder on the ground. Relaxing your shoulders down and away from your neck. Then inhale. Exhale. Bringing both knees into your center. And then working your way back up to a sitting position. You can sit cross-legged. Let's just work on those arms. Take your right leg, right arm, cross it in front of you. Bring your other arm up. Don't shrug that shoulder. Drop that shoulder down. Just gently be pulling it over to the side. Feeling a good shoulder stretch. Inhale. Exhale, that right arm's going to go up, drop behind, Then you're going to gently place your hand on that elbow and start to pull it back and down. Keep your chest up as much as you can, opening your chest. Inhale, exhale and release. Bring your left arm across. Right arm helps to guide the stretch. Dropping your left shoulder away from your neck. Then inhale. Exhale, that left arm goes up, drops behind you. Again, the right arm guides the stretch. Inhale, exhale and release. Come onto your knees one more time. I like to separate my knees in this child's pose position. It's more comfortable for me. So you can separate your knees a little bit, and then you're just going to reach as far as you can, straight out in front of you. And then relax down. When you inhale, I want you to feel your lower back expanding open. And then as you exhale, feel it relax. Then inhale and exhale, slowly working your way back up. So now we'll move into the last part of this exercise, and that's going to be some visualization. So for this last section, you can be sitting up. You can also lie down. So when you lie down, it's kind of like that first position when we did our breathing exercise. Just kind of lay on your back, gently resting your hands where they're comfortable. And feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. And just listen. Let's go back to our breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Nice, slow inhale. Nice, slow exhale. Focus in on your feet. Allow them to kind of flop however they want to. Try to release any tension. And think about your legs. Let them melt into the mat. Remembering to breathe in, breathe out. Let's focus on your back. Again, allowing it to just melt into the mat. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your arms. Relaxing your hands. Relaxing your neck. On your next inhale, I want you to picture a place that is full of nature. It might be a mountain, a beach, a river, a lake. Look around this place that you picture in your mind. Do you see any plants? Do you see flowers? Are there any animals? Do you hear any sounds? What does the sky look like? Are there clouds? Is the sun rising? Is the sun setting? Inhale. And feel nice and calm. Exhale. And release any stress. Inhale. Good health. And then exhale any tension. Stay here for a few moments, breathing in and breathing out. Staying nice and relaxed, keeping your eyes closed. I want you to slowly start to come away from this place that you picture in your mind. If you're laying down, I want you to slowly start to wiggle your toes. Slowly start to move your fingers. And when you're ready, gently roll onto one of your sides, tucking your knees in slightly. Keeping your eyes closed and remembering to breathe nice, slow, deep breaths. If you're lying down, I want you to slowly push yourself up into a sitting position, keeping your eyes closed, remembering to breathe nice, slow, deep breaths. then everyone can open their eyes. And I hope you feel nice and relaxed. I hope you feel a little less stressed. This is a fantastic coping skill that you can use in your life whenever you feel like it. Our visualization was about 7 minutes long. Feel free to find ones that are longer, or feel free to try ones that are also shorter. Thank you for joining us.